Okay, so this footage is basically a year late, but I still enjoy looking back at those days in the Austrian Alps. And with that said, welcome back to another video where I show you my travels that I did more than a year ago. I know I should have probably edited all that earlier, but I kind of always procrastinate editing. I really like recording videos, but I'm really bad at editing them and actually really uploading them, like these kinds of videos at least. With Warface it was easier, because in Warface I was able to just record everything, then just render everything, and cut out some scenes, and then just upload it straight away. But creating these videos is actually a bit harder, because I need to think more, and now it's enjoyable, but it's harder. But anyways, so the first hike that we did there was at the Tauplitzalm, and from pretty much everywhere you had really beautiful scenery and you could see some nice things. And the first mountain we hiked up there was the so-called Lawinenstein, and after that we went to some lakes in the area. There's also a probably rather famous hiking tour for the area to kind of get across all those lakes. I think there are 7, so 7 Seenwanderung it's called in German, 7 lake hiking tour. And the ducks were kind of cute. They tried to eat me, but they were kind of cute.
Hola, ¿cómo estás? Español? Sí? Autsch! Nicht beißen. Was macht?
And so then on the next day we went to the Kampel, but because I have already done that hiking tour and I've already included that in another video, I'm not gonna really talk about this, so I'll skip over it. Well, and on the third day it was kind of
Rainy day. Rainy.
Because of that, we went on a on an easy hike, because you can't really do a difficult hiking tour where you actually have to occasionally climb and so on, because it's you may slip away and fall down the mountain, which is of course not nice. But the great thing about this hiking tour was, first of all, the way it was really easy. It was a bit long, maybe 8 kilometers, something like that, but I mean, it's not really long. But it was fun, and the best thing was when we got to the cabin there at the end of the hiking tour, or, well, at the point where we then returned, we got to eat self-made Kaiserschmarrn, and they actually prepared that Kaiserschmarrn right in front of us, which was absolutely nice to watch. And every time I see how it was made, I just want to go back there during that really rainy day, and then you're like sitting inside that cabin with the heat of the fire, which is warming you up, and you can hear the rain outside, and inside you are getting that lovely Kaiserschmarrn prepared and drinking that with some fresh buttermilk. Now the next hiking tour again is actually a hiking tour that I already did the year before, so 2 years ago, and I've already done a video on that, so I'm also not gonna cover that, but it was also beautiful. And the special thing this time is I got to do a high five with a cow, which was quite funny. Alright, but now finally the hiking tour that you've probably all been waiting for, or maybe not, but anyways, the Steirische Kalkspitze with 2,459 meters and the Lungauer Kalkspitze with 2,471 meters. Those were the 2 mountains that we hiked on that next hiking tour, and starting at the Ursprungsalm, basically some nice houses there, and almost looks like a little village, and we then hiked up our way to those 2 mountain peaks. The Steirische Kalkspitze is actually a bit harder to climb or to hike, but the Lungauer Kalkspitze is a bit higher, and you've got great views, absolutely marvelous views from both of these mountains. And one more thing that I should not forget to mention is the beautiful Giglachseen and in general the great view that you've got from those mountains. I mean, every time you are on a mountain, you are pretty much guaranteed that you'll have a nice view. But especially from those two mountains, you've got this beautiful view. You can even see the Dachstein, which is a rather high mountain at I think 2,995 meters, and the Hochkönig, which is somewhere around 2,980, if I'm not mistaken. Well, and you saw the lakes, the Giglachseen, the Giglach Lakes. And then on our way back, we went to the Moorhofalm, a nice little cabin with some food and drinks, and had some food and drinks. Yeah, that was pretty much it. And now the next hiking tour will also be quite interesting, because it's not a hiking tour, but it was rather just a day trip to Hallstatt, one of the most famous cities. Well, it's not a city, but it's a small, nice, really picturesque town in Austria that is really famous. So upon arriving at Hallstatt with the train, you actually don't arrive in Hallstatt itself, but you arrive at a boat station where you have to take the boat to get to Hallstatt. But it's rather cheap. I think it was €5, and it was absolutely worth it because you got to be shipped across the lake and got to enjoy those beautiful views there. Well worth it when you can see this beautiful picturesque town slowly approaching and can see all the beautiful reflections in the lake. Well, now what can you do in Hallstatt? The answer is kind of obvious, because you can do all kinds of things. It's in the mountains, so you'll be able to do hiking. And there is this small mountain path going up to the salt mine. You could also go into the salt mine, and you can also go to another mountain and hike somewhere there. I just didn't go hiking. I was there as a tourist, and I didn't even have my hiking shoes with me, so I didn't go hiking. But there's a salt mine, like maybe, I don't know, 200 or 300 meters upwards. Like, it's a couple of kilometers that you'll probably have to walk, but it's only like maybe 300 meters that you have to actually go up. So for me, it was absolutely fine. It's also kind of funny because there are signs that are saying, oh, it's an alpine hiking path and you need really special shoes and so on. Not really. You probably shouldn't go up there with flip-flops. But if it's good weather and the way is not muddy or slippery or whatever, then you can probably use just kind of any normal shoes. Now, if you're up there, you'll have a great view, of course. There is also the so-called skywalk, basically just a platform that you can go on and take pictures there. And you can go into the Salzwelten, which translates to Salt Worlds, which is just the salt mine where they are doing tours. If you're an adult, like me, you would have to pay, let me check, €27. So without the lift that is going up, because you can also take a lift that is going up there, if you want to combine that, your trip to the salt mine and with the lift, then it's €40 for you. That's the combi ticket. You can check all the prices at salzwelten.at, and can, as far as I know, also buy the tickets here. Yeah, zu den online tickets. That means buy online tickets here. But I didn't do that there this time, because I already did that tour when I was like 13 years old, I think, with my parents. So about 10 years ago I did that trip, and it was definitely nice. I really loved it. I remember that. But I can't give you more details on how the entire tour there actually is like. But it's all well worth it. Hallstatt is well worth a visit. And now the last thing I did on my trip to Austria was going to Vienna. And to be absolutely honest, I didn't actually enjoy that city that much. I personally prefer Munich or London. Now, Vienna has got its nice spots and so on, but I didn't enjoy it all too much. To me, it was kind of boring. Except the Vivaldi concert that I did not film, obviously, because you aren't allowed to film anything there. Anyway, so that's it for this video. I'm kind of sorry for only uploading this 1 year and 4 months late. But I kind of procrastinated with the production of this video. Well, better, not really the production itself, but the recording of audios and the whole cutting thing. Because I really love recording videos, but actually transforming a video into its final product, that's something that I don't know, I kind of procrastinate with that. But, I mean, at least I did other productive things like studying and so on. Anyways, thanks for watching and see you next time. Bye bye.